Okay, friends, Doc South here, and oh gosh, uh, my day has been a very eventful, pleasant day. Not much happening, and I consider that a good event. Got a lot done. Managed to pay a bunch of bills. Yeah. Now I just got to back them up with money. Uh huh. Let's see. I I did a mess of videos. Had a grand time doing that, and I did a chore or two for the wife. Yep, Sandy. I know wanted me to drop off a package for one of her friends, who was a bartender. I won't say the bar's name, but he used to work there, and she would often attend back in the day. You know, they'd have like bands in there and dancing. Everybody, gosh, regular, well, pretty neat place. And the and she, like I said, I think I said she found this uh, print of the place, a drawing or something, some kind of artwork depicting the spot. And she thought, well, this friend of hers who used to be the bartender down there is now in the Carolinas, probably misses the North a bit. And so she said, I thought I'd mail him this picture. He'd probably like that. I said, well, I think your friend will. Okay, yeah, sure, I'll drop it off. And I said, Sandy, you'd so love the South. The way people get to yakking and stuff, it's right up your alley. You're a born Southerner, stuck in the North. And she says, really? Yeah. Again, I remember when I lived down there. You know how I just clam up, with people around, right? She says, no, you don't. I said, no, of course not. I got that in the South. They the Southerners, just perfect strangers, will get to talking, and the next thing you know, an hour later they're still on the street, or they're at a booth in a luncheonette, or they're having a beer, or heaven knows what. They just can't help themselves. They've got to yak and talk with one another. And I'm telling you, Sandy, I said to her, that's you. I don't know what the heck you're doing up in the North. And she says, well, it does sound like fun. I said, well, someday we have to go back down. I said, go down and visit. I'll go back down. You can come on down with me. And she says, yeah, maybe one day, maybe. And I said, so, well, what's your friend, where does he live? She says, well, he lives in a town called New Bern. I said, oh my God, New Bern. Oh, that is the wildest, nicest, greatest, most wonderful town on earth. Oh, and it's all near the water, I believe. I said, you're just there. I think there's a highway will take you out to the mountains that aren't that far away, and there's a highway. If you don't hit the brakes, you'll slam right into the ocean. Oh my God, it's beautiful down there. Oh, and the people are so nice. At least they were when I was down there. Again, now that's almost 30 some years ago, maybe longer. But I said, man, and that friend of yours, if I remember right, the fellow's a born talker, and he's a bartender down there. He must be almost a millionaire by now. With all the talking with the people and pouring them drinks and stuff. He's got to have like 5 or 6 chests of gold just from the tips. Oh my heavens! Boy, of all the places on earth for that friend to be, it's New Bern tending bar. That is absolutely. He's has he ever told you? Does he really dig it? Is it cool? She says, yeah. He says it's always. He's got nothing but good to say. I said, well, that's the South. That's the South. I see, during the Civil War, it might not have been a good place for a Yankee to go, but nowadays, they kind of like Yankees because they talk funny. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, anyway, Sandy said, well, that's nice. I said, gee, it's a shame people don't get into these little conversation clutches here in the North. I said, yeah, it is. It's sort of sad. And anyway, she says, well, here's that package. If you would go take it to the post office, I sure will. I sure will. And So I go to the post office. I didn't realize this. The post office closes for lunch. Yeah, it was. I pull up. I go in. They let you in the door, but the front door, but the rest of the place was all closed. I said, "What's going on here?" God, and I can't hear anyone, working in the back. Usually, if they're, well, it turned out it was lunch hour, and which is fine. I don't begrudge anyone their lunch. Heck, I mean, I kind of like lunch myself. I wish I had known. I'd have brought a sandwich and ate it there, but they didn't have any ketchup or anything on the various stands in the lobby. But next thing you know, a lady comes walking in. She comes walking in, and then right behind her, after about 2 or 3 minutes, here comes a guy. Pretty soon, I guess I got to thinking. I said, I'm going to try a little dose of the South on these people, and I start talking to them. Next, they're talking back at me. I'm talking to them. We're yakking and hollering and whooping it up and doing yarns and things. Pretty soon, here comes the postmistress. Yeah, she said, "Oh, I'm sorry." Says, "I was at lunch." She said, we get an hour for lunch now in the post office, and I'm the only one here, so I had to close. We said, "Well, that's all right." Pretty soon she's talking with us. Yeah. Oh, 4 of us are in there now yakking it up. No, she didn't open the post office yet. Here comes another guy, a farmer, and he's where I'm asking him about his crops. I said, "Man, that corn's growing like crazy. It's like God got a crew cut." I said, "It's just going straight up." Yeah, he says, "It's amazing. It's really," and the one lady's letting I asked her what her husband does. Well, he's a policeman, but at night he also is a singer in a band. I said, "Whoa, that's pretty cool." And I don't know. The other guy had a story or two to tell. We were just having the best darn time at the post office. And all it cost was a stamp. Actually, no, I think it was $2 to get that package mailed to Sandy's friend. Ay, 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 tell you. So maybe the South is moving north a little. I guess that's what I'm here to report. Doggone it, that's a good thing. I'll tell you, man. Anyway, God bless, friends. We'll catch you later. You have a good evening, and we'll see you. Bye now. Whoa, no, that's not an earthquake. Just a clumsy thumb. Okay, bye now.